And welcome to In-Game Chat for Saturday, December 2nd, 2017. It's Season 11, Episode 45. I'm Scott.
I'm RJ.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Nathan.
Hey, welcome everybody. Got Nathan back in the house. That's nice. For just like this, just this weekend, and then, yeah, okay. All right. I know.
Patience.
Nice having you in here, though.
No patience.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, before we get started, let me do this. Because I haven't done it yet. Here we go. Turn that down, and clap.
I feel like I need to throw a football when no one's looking.
What?
Because you made the clap sound. This is from last week's game. You didn't watch the Iron Bowl last week?
Oh, okay.
I still don't know what the reference is.
The quarterback claps his hand in the center, hikes it.
Oh, good God.
But
The guy did it twice.
That's a stretch.
Made sense in my mind.
Not at all. For me. It did not make sense at all. For me. But then again, I'm kind of slow on the uptake. So, welcome to the show, everybody. If you'd like to get in touch with us, our phone number is 334-272-9228. 334-272-9228. Go to ingamechat.net for all the links to get in touch with us. You can find us on Twitter at ingamechat. You can find us on Facebook there as well. We're all over the place. Go to twitch.tv. Type in in-game chat up in the little search bar there when you get to it. And you'll be able to find us and watch us live while we broadcast from the studio here. You can email us, everyone, at ingamechat.net as well. Like I said, if you go to ingamechat.net, you'll see all the ways to get in touch with us. So many ways. We have a Discord. I don't know how you find that one, but we have a Discord. So,
the link.
Yeah, I guess we'd have to put a link or something in there, which I don't have with me on hand. So, but yeah, so there's a Discord. Matt's in it, Nate's in it, Moltal's in it. RJ, you're not in it, I don't think yet.
No, I don't think I've done Discord.
Yeah. There's one of those two. I've been under the weather for the past week. Started on Monday, and that's where I sit currently. But everybody else is good. Let's go around the room real quick and talk about what we've been playing. I know it's been a week since it's been longer. It's been 2 weeks since we've done a show. So I don't know, Nate. What have you been playing? We haven't talked to you in forever.
So since I've been here the last time, which would have been October.
I think so.
October.
Let's go with that.
I finished Fractured But Whole.
South Park, good.
That was a great one. Greatly enjoyed that. Thought it was a little easier than the first one.
The first one had some difficulty.
Yeah,
to it.
In this one,
Was the fighting easier to pick up?
oh yeah, I had no issue with that. I wish I'd never had issue with it. I'm always been one of those people when it comes to games. I don't change controller settings or keyboard settings. I play with what they give me, and I adjust and adapt. Conquer. But no, I had a great time with that one. Then I played the new Metroid on the 3DS and beat that.
Oh, cool.
Which was actually the first time I ever completely played through a Metroid game and beat it. There was one, Doom. I picked up Doom for $5 at a local Redbox.
Nice.
And finally
Did you beat it?
I did.
That was way more fun than I was expecting.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't think it would be fun?
Not as fun as that.
Oh, okay. I mean,
I had a great
understandable.
time with it.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely a surprise.
Good gunplay was fun.
Yes.
Difficulty was fun.
Yeah. The alt fires of the guns
Mhm.
were, really
The-
neat.
the
I
mods.
enjoy. I enjoy exploring around.
Map
and
design.
Just really everything about that.
The music was total dude bro,
Yeah.
but it fit.
But it reminded me of the original dude.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, have they ever announced if they were going to do another one? I forgot to Google.
I haven't heard
Of
yet.
another-
Doom,
No,
because
they
that
haven't said
story
anything
doesn't
yet.
end
They have not said anything.
at the end. I'm sure it's past spoiler warnings, but it ends on a non-ending, basically. Then there was one more thing that I finished, not Cuphead. I've played that, but I haven't finished that one. But as the games I've beaten, there's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head. I do want to talk about Black Friday, but I'll talk about that.
Yeah, no,
later
we'll go into
on.
that. We'll go into some of that.
But that's about it.
All right. Matt, what about you?
I've been. I'm up to light level 302 in
Nice.
Destiny.
Nice.
Other than that, the big thing I did the exclusive targets for Hitman.
Oh, for Hitman. Yeah.
They're reissuing the.
Forgot those are out.
Yeah, they're redoing the exclusive targets. So the ones that I've missed, up and before I really started doing them, I was able to do them, and I just did one today. Before I came to the show, and I was able to beat the guy. It was at Sapienza, which was nice.
Okay.
So I did that exclusive target. And that Assassin's Creed Origin.
Okay.
I've been playing I've been playing that a lot and really enjoying it.
Yeah. I have that. I haven't started playing it though.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it same way you got it, deal for Black Friday type thing.
Yeah.
But I haven't started playing it yet. You're on
PS4.
Okay, you're playing on PS4.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were playing on PC and how it was running on your PC. So
No, I the deal
there wasn't a deal for any PC.
No.
PC did not get a deal.
not like that. So
Console did, but
Mhm.
PC did not. RJ, what about you?
Did a little weapon hunting in Destiny 2, because seeing as I'm near the max for light level so far.
Right.
So I'm just waiting for the update on the 5th. Played a little bit of MLB The Show 17 in preparation for 18 coming out in March. Also played a little bit of the Golf Club 2. Played some Cuphead. I'm in World 2 right now.
Yeah.
I haven't beat, like in the same situation you're in, Nate. I haven't beat it yet, but I'm still playing it every chance, whenever I can.
I'm still in the beginning.
Yeah. Also played a little bit of the King of Fighters 14. I'm trying to do some combos in there. I seem to have a little more fun with that one as opposed to Street Fighter 5, which I also played a little bit of as well. I didn't get a chance to play, but I did download the DLC for Tekken 7. Geese Howard, they put him in there. He was released recently, so I decided to put him in there. Other than that, maybe a little bit of Streets of Rage remake, and that's pretty much it. I've been playing over the past 2 weeks.
All right. As for me, really nothing. I had the time off for the weekend, but really didn't do much with it as far as gaming was concerned. I say that, and I feel like, didn't I play something? I think I played some more South Park. Didn't get very far through it, but I played some more of it.
Did you ever play the first one?
No, never did. I have the first one, obviously, now from getting that one, but I've had the first one for a long time, and I've done nothing with it on PC either. But
And actually, it made me go back for season 18, I think, and start watching the show again
oh, okay,
to catch back up on all the jokes. Because it's been years since I've stayed up to date.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I played, obviously I played some Destiny just to knock out like a day's worth of whatever. And that was...
I've lost complete interest in Destiny.
Yeah, and that was pretty much it. Did you pick it up for PC?
I didn't.
Okay, I thought maybe you were going to, because I thought you would ask some questions about it.
I thought about it, but then I
Yeah.
decided my other thing I decided to get, I didn't want to.
What was your other thing you decided to get?
I
big thing?
decided to get a Switch.
Oh,
Nintendo
yeah!
Switch.
That's
Yes.
great.
Yes.
Is it ordered and on its way, or is it here already?
I picked it up Monday.
Okay.
I was
Fantastic.
not able to do the gift card thing
Oh man,
The 20%
that
off one.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh, that one.
I
That one flew off the shelves, literally, and to
You
the
said-
point where
You said they snatched the cards off the shelf at.
they did. They
at,
took the cards off.
corporate
Corporate decided to
pulled
take
the-
take the cards out of
Office Mac or Office Depot.
Office Depot.
Office
yeah.
Depot or Office Max, either
Yeah.
one. They're the same thing.
Yeah, they just decided to take the cards off the shelf. Yeah.
And I mean, in a 48-hour period, corporate was like, "This is too good of a deal. Pull this," and they pulled it.
Yeah.
Wow.
The deal, by the way, for those wondering, the deal was if you spent $100 on a gift card, you got it for $80. You got it for $20 less. It would take $20 off of the gift card itself. So, you buy enough of these, and it brings the cost of a Switch, which is $299 or $300, down to what, $240?
Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
brought it down to $240, which is a fantastic deal on a Switch that had no deals over Black Friday. By the way,
Games had deals.
some of them did. Yeah, some of them did, but
But Nintendo has a habit of not doing that, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do. They did. They. Which I mean, there were other things you could have used them for. You could have used them to go in and buy Steam cards. You could have gone in to buy.
Well, actually, you could even. What a lot of people were doing was you can take your GameStop gift card and transfer it to your Amazon account through GameStop. They have a partnership, so they were they were buying the gift cards through GameStop and then putting them on their Amazon account and doing that. That's what a lot of people are doing. But the second deal that actually I think is still going on, it knocked $10 off every $100 gift card on a what was it, PayPal, eBay
was
account?
that what it was? It was eBay.
It was
wasn't
PayPal.
Yeah.
PayPal's eBay account was selling the game, so I did that route instead. So lost out on $30, but can't complain.
Yeah.
overall.
Still got it cheaper.
I mean, overall, and then I bought the console. I went with Breath of the Wild, and then Mario and Rabbids, and then the reason the main game I wanted was the Mario game.
Odyssey. Yeah.
Odyssey.
I was playing that before you guys got
I know
here.
it's super fun,
Yeah.
but I know I've never been able to stay full force into a Zelda game.
Right.
And I just knew that
Didn't
I
want the
could
distraction.
Not buy.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm
No,
going to
no,
save
no.
that, move that for another time. It's never going to go anywhere.
That's completely understandable.
And so I picked up those two games, but I've also heard the Rabbids one was $30.
yeah, Rabbids was down to like $29 at Walmart, which was really good.
Well, actually, I got it on Amazon.
Or you got it on Amazon,
But
for
it's
that
still
price.
$30.
Yeah, no, still
And
good
then
price.
Breath
Still
of the
good game.
Wild. Oh, fantastic! I mean, basically, someone described it perfectly. It's XCOM
It's XCOM
for
yeah,
little kids,
It is.
and that's perfect for me for mobile.
It's fantastic. It's better than it has any right to be.
Yeah, everyone knocked it, and it was.
Yeah, I was playing Odyssey a little bit before you guys got here. I wrapped up the desert area, I guess is what it is.
How many moons are you at?
I don't know. I mean, I'm only playing through the main story, and I know that you only need about 250 moons to finish the main story.
I don't think it's that many.
I know it may be even less than
180,
that.
I think.
Yeah, it may be even less than that.
Total, there's 800.
Yeah, but there's 800 altogether,
Yeah.
and really you don't.
Well, for the true ending, you need 500. and
Yeah,
something.
you don't get access to all of those moons until you finish the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to kind of. I didn't do that so much in the desert level, which is like the second level you get to, because I had already started like doing the collection type stuff. But if I can hold off, I'm just going to get whatever's required, go through it, and then go back and get it, and get back whatever I need for that after I finish the main campaign. I hate that it does that to you. I wish you were able to do it without having to beat the game, because for me it works a lot like Assassin's Creed stuff. Once I finish the game, I lose all motivation. You know, I'm no longer on this journey. I'm just out doing the collectible
Understandable.
stuff. If I can do it while I'm playing the game, I still have that drive. I still have that thing in my head saying, don't forget, once we're done here, we still got to finish the game. We still got to go to this next place.
Yeah.
Because we still got to complete the story. I did it with Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I try and do it in all of the games that have collectibles like that. And so I'm a little bit concerned with where I'll be after I finish this game, if I even have that drive to go back and get the rest of the
But I mean,
moves.
see, to me, it would be best just to come at it of the aspect of you haven't completed it.
I know.
Because
But
that's not the real ending.
But I finished the story. With the exception of somebody saying, we're sorry, Mario, your princess is in another castle, I'm going to feel like I finished the game.
So just pretend what you're reading or seeing
Isn't true.
It's not going to work.
The
It's
cake
not
is a
gonna work.
lie.
I know. It's not going to work. But
Which someone brought up the other day that I was like, man, that'd be great. I know they'll probably never do this, but that console would be great to have Portal. That'd be a great game
What?
on that.
on Switch?
Mm-hmm. That would never happen, but I think that'd be super fun.
Why? What
Why
would
not?
make it fun on the Switch?
I think the controls seem appropriate for that type of
Yeah?
interaction.
I don't know.
They have Doom on it.
I know they do. No, they've got Skyrim on it. They
Skyrim?
got Doom. I'm not saying that's... I don't say anything's wrong with that. I'm just trying to figure out why... I don't know. What would make that... why would the control scheme make that more
I don't know.
enjoyable?
It just seemed like it would fit to me.
Yeah, it might. I don't know. We can do Black Friday hauls here for another 10 minutes. My Black Friday haul, as far as gaming is concerned,
We actually ran into each other.
yeah, we did,
Black
and
Friday.
and I wasn't buying any games. I was buying a bunch of household stuff, which
Smart
I
home.
have all that stuff in. Yeah, I know. I installed my doorbell thing, and it's really awesome. I can check and see who's at my house. You know,
My
my phone.
real quick, someone posted they had just installed one of those on their house, and their very first video, their neighbor came over, male neighbor, and like ran up to it, hit the button, and then like pulled his shirt up, and was like, ah, then ran off. And he was like, "This is my very first video." That's
Yeah,
a
I know.
great idea.
So I got one of those, and I got some more smart lights for the house. You know, just stupid stuff like that. But gaming wise, I didn't really pick up too much. I got Assassin's Creed Origins Steelbook Edition, but I got it for the Xbox. I didn't get it for PS4.
Okay.
I picked up, and I picked up Kingdom Hearts HD.
1.38.
Both of those. It was Kingdom Hearts HD whatever 1.5 remix.
Did they come with steelbooks?
Huh?
Did they come with steelbooks?
No,
Why
no,
did
they
you pick
didn't.
those up?
I've wanted them.
Okay.
I had them for PS3. I got them on the tail end of the PS3.
I never knew you had any interest in.
I did, well, they were
Kingdom
$20.
Hearts.
They were $20 each, and it gets me the entire Kingdom Hearts thing.
I thought about getting it. There was a few games I thought about it, and they just weren't quite.
Mhm.
I knew I would more likely not play them anytime soon. I was like,
Most of them I already had, or I had no interest.
Yeah.
You know, Wolf was down to $25 for the most part, which is amazing fast drop
Yeah.
for
For a
a
brand
game
new
that just came out.
technically, Destiny 2 was on PC.
Destiny 2 was down pretty low as
25.
well. Well, that was a deal of the day.
Still.
Was the PC
Still
the PC
Cyber
version
Monday.
only got down to 30, I think.
I mean, it was 25 the other day.
Yeah.
On Amazon.
That was just a deal of the day for Amazon. They did a $25 Amazon thing, which I think what I understand that to be was because they activated the free trial thing.
Mm-hmm.
So people are playing the free trial. Destiny's been in the news a lot lately. I don't know if people know about that. But so it's being talked about for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I was
and yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think this thing was just another like, hey, they're gonna put us down to $25. Let's get the free trial out there. We get some more sales because that's all really that they're looking for.
Got to milk it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Whoa, especially at this point. But yeah, I picked up that and I got that was it. Like I said, everything else. Call of Duty was down, but I didn't want it. Need for Speed Payback was down, but I didn't want
Yeah,
it.
that's okay.
South Park was down, but I already had it. Wolf was down, I already had it.
One of my Christmas presents, I got Assassin's Creed, the new one.
Oh,
which I'm
okay.
really
Origins.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to play that. but
Well,
it'll
it's
be
just
for
a
Christmas.
lot of fun.
PS4,
PS4.
Okay, awesome.
I wasn't going to do it on PC.
Yeah.
I've always played Assassin's Creed on PS4, and it's just one of those things.
Well, you know, I've got my nice looking monitor, and
Yeah.
Destiny has really spoiled me on PC as far as things that look really good and play really good.
And when it comes to that aspect, it's going to be a few years before I can truly enjoy those type of things because my PC is set up on a LED 1080p monitor,
Mhm.
so I can't go past.
I was looking at those
I mean,
OLEDs.
you can downsample, but
Yeah.
you know,
I was looking at those
Yeah.
OLEDs. I was looking at those from LG, the
Mm-hmm.
TVs, because I still haven't made the jump into 4K just yet.
That'll be
and
next year.
Still think I'm holding off. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold off. I think that'll be my main goal for next year is to go 4K.
you gotta fight grandma.
Huh?
You fight grandma at the store.
Oh, she's not going to. No, Not the kind of 4K I'm going after.
Okay.
It'll still be
2000.
Yeah, well, it's the OLEDs that LG does, and so those are usually priced higher than other stuff. They usually don't ever hit doorbuster type things to where you have to fight somebody for them.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so I think that's where I'll go with it. But I didn't get a lot of games. No, I bought a bunch of movies just because they were like $5 and $6 here and there. Some of the 4K ones that I could future proof with were down, and so I grabbed a bunch of movies and stuff. But man, not a lot on the gaming front this year. Just really not a lot.
I mean, there were good deals, but
Shadow of War was down, but I had already grabbed that on.
I did
price
get that deal.
Errors, so I didn't need to worry about that either.
I couldn't finish the first one, so I couldn't buy the second one.
Yeah, why couldn't you finish it?
It wasn't bad. It just kind of lost interest.
Yeah, it was very repetitive, and I didn't like the way
Yeah.
I didn't like the way it was structured. To like, hey, you only get these new abilities as you play through the story.
Yeah.
And then by the time you're, right before the boss fight, hey, you've got a new ability again. It's like you give me no time to play around with this new ability.
The PS4 Infamous did that. And
Yeah.
I hated that.
Yeah, you're
we
right.
got that rock ability right at the boss fight,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Was this Infamous? It was Infamous Second Son.
Second
right?
Son.
Yeah.
I hated that.
I think we complained about that when it came out as well. Was that the fact that you didn't get your powers unless you progressed through the story, but then again, you didn't have any time to play around with those powers and enjoy them and use them. Because by the time the game was over with, I had just earned that rock power. And I had no desire to play the rest
To go back through the game.
Yeah, I had no desire to
Open
play any
world.
more of the game.
Yeah.
I had already finished it, and I had no desire, and here was this new power they gave me, and I couldn't use it. So,
I could have used that like earlier on.
yeah.
Speaking of that, two games that did that fairly well is the ones that I beat was Doom and Metroid. Both of those, the last, BFG or the last power up you got on Metroid, you had plenty of time to play with it, get used to it before you fight the final boss.
Yeah.
Didn't need it.
Yeah.
And another thing I was going to say is this isn't really a spoiler warning, but if you do play the Fractured But Whole,
Yeah.
don't feel bad whatever powers you choose.
I've heard that.
Okay.
Don't feel like if you're getting
If you're stressing out, I don't know which one to pick.
or if you just, but not even that. If you don't like what you picked,
Yeah.
you'll have an opportunity to play everything
Okay.
or test everything.
Yeah. Right now, my two powers are the brawler rock guy.
Yeah.
And the cybernetic thing.
Okay.
That's what I
Yep.
mix those two.
See, I think my first would be the blaster.
That's what I went with.
Yeah. No, that's I made that mistake playing City of Heroes. I was like, I'm going to pick a blaster because that's as close to Superman as I can think of, and it was a horrible pick. Blaster felt bad playing Blaster in City Heroes, but so that was basically my haul for games. Just not a whole lot. I don't even know. Did I buy anything on Steam during their sale?
I didn't even look at Steam.
I
I
got
didn't.
Victoria for like $1.
Yeah.
No, Virginia, I think it was.
I didn't get anything.
But like, yeah, it was like one of the indie games. I picked it up for $1. That and the Assassin's Creed
Right. Yeah.
was really the only things I got.
Yeah. I did not get anything.
Virginia, is that the one with the detective?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I saw that on a PlayStation Store a while back.
Yeah, it was super cheap, and I'm like, all right.
RJ, did you pick anything up for?
The only thing I
Warfare?
picked up was a couple of DualShock 4s from Target. They were selling them for $40 a piece, so I picked
see,
two of those up.
I need one because my right bumper is starting to stick.
You and your controls, man. Your
I don't know
3DS
what.
and your.
I don't know why. It's not like I'm like throwing them around. It's just
It's a good point you brought up. That I didn't realize how much they've changed. I picked up one.
Did you pick up a new PS4 controller?
I did.
They have changed.
I mean,
Wait, the
you
controllers
can
have
see the
changed?
light
I know.
and the touchpad now.
Yeah,
I
it's
was like,
nice.
oh my goodness,
It's nice.
Really?
My two are both from the original.
yeah. I have an original PS4.
Oh no,
controller,
I'd totally get a new one.
Yeah.
Even if you've got a good working original, pick up a new one. They're much better.
I was thinking about replacing,
Yeah.
getting another one, but I'm like, no, I won't worry about that.
You know, because I remember mine crapped out on me when we were playing Destiny 1.
Yeah, I tried to
$40.
fix it.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Yeah.
fix it. I
So-
did use your dongles though.
Yeah, as opposed to
That's
$40
totally
now, as opposed to $65 later on when you need it.
I even saw
Which I needed.
Yeah.
Someone had them for $33.
Mail
Really?
order.
No, at the store.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't was Target or someone had them. Really cheap the other day.
Again, a Twitter account that you can follow is yeah,
Mario 60 or
it's Wario 64. Wario 64. He's got deals, man.
Quick too.
Deals all day, and you got to be fast. If he's posting something where it's like, "Here's a price there," you better jump on it as soon as you see it.
That happened with the
it'll go
PS4
fast.
Pro yesterday.
Yeah, that was one too. Walmart had it for $329, I think it was, and then boom, gone.
I mean, 5 minutes.
Yeah. It did not last very long. So, I mean, that was my haul, and I guess, Matt, you picked up, what did you say you got?
Assassin's Creed. And,
That was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it wasn't a big Black Friday for me, gaming-wise. It was in other aspects, but not gaming-wise.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, I think we'll just jump into the Destiny thing. I know...
I know nothing about this.
You really don't?
I don't think.
Oh, this will be fun to go over the story. Yeah, this will...
I kind of don't want to look it up now. I just want to...
It's fine. I mean,
Just accept it.
if
Going
you're not
blind.
Yeah, if you're not playing anymore,
not-
then
I
it's
mean,
not going to matter to
I
you.
eventually will, but not at the current.
Well, by the time you get back into it, things will have changed. Probably for the better, but then again, we don't know in the case of Bungie. And I hate to
Or
say that because
Activision.
we got a friend that works there, but I'm sorry, this was kind of bad what they did. This was really...
Not like...
part of me has a problem with it, and then part of me doesn't. But we'll go,
but not like Battlefront bad.
Not Battlefront bad, but Battlefront's issue brought this
To a head?
Well, no. I mean, because they had happened so close together, that this just made it look worse for Bungie. Even though they weren't doing anything nearly as bad as what EA was doing, this still looked bad for Bungie.
Yeah.
And so anyway, we're going to go into a break here. When we come back, we'll have more of in-game chat. If you want to get in touch with us, you can, 334-272-9228. Music here is from... there's tracks that we've got. I listened to the Assassin's Creed Origins soundtrack, and I really liked it, so I grabbed a couple of tracks from that. Hadn't not done Super Mario Odyssey yet, so I grabbed a couple of tracks from that. But the first one we have here is from Wolfenstein 2. This is called Uber Violence. I believe it's music that plays during the during fights on the submarine, which I don't know how many of those you have to have, but there's lots of combat.
At least two.
There's combat on the submarine, a lot of combat on the submarine. So anyway, we'll be back with more in-game chat right after this. And welcome back to In-Game Chat. Music here from Assassin's Creed Origins. No, it's not.
I was going to say, I have not gotten to there yet.
It's kid mode.
It's from Wolfenstein 2. No, this is from Mario Odyssey. Which has a really good soundtrack to that, too.
Rabbids does, too.
Yes.
Very good.
We've played some of Rabbids when it released.
Okay.
What was that, August, I think is when it came out.
Correct.
This, little Elfman-esque to me. Sounds like something like Tim Burton would have.
It does, yeah. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
I'm digging the song.
I know, I could sit here and listen to it as well. So, Nate is not aware of the situation with Bungie, which I'm surprised because it's been talked about a lot. But I guess
I think
when
I have
you switch off from Destiny 2, you switch off from Destiny 2.
I do.
And that's
One
totally
track mind now.
No, that's totally fine. Like I said, had the situation with EA and the Battlefront situation not gone the way it did, I don't necessarily know that this would have been as much of an issue for players as it was. Because right after that, people started noticing that their XP gains were different in Destiny 2. Yeah, I'm trying to hit your microphone.
Sorry.
They noticed that their XP gains were different. They could look at the screen, and people were measuring like pixels and things like this because it would say, "Hey, you finished an event, and you just got 18,000 XP," and they'd see a nice long bar, and then it's like, then they'd do it again later. You just got 18,000 XP, and it'd be a little bit less than that. It'd be a tiny
Just a
little
hair.
yeah, just a tiny little sliver moving on the bar.
A
and that's
fingernail's width.
Instead
Yeah.
of 18 pixels, it's 17.
But they were really looking into this, and they were talking about with the buff and everything else. They were trying out all these things, and then they did the Clarion Call, which was done, I think, last weekend or something like that, where if you're in a clan, you get double XP and all this other stuff. And anyway, basically they noticed that this thing wasn't being consistent.
And this was for all platforms?
I don't know what he was checking it. I don't know what he was testing it on. But yeah, it would have been across all platforms.
Okay.
But he was only testing it on one platform. It didn't matter. So they said this is not correct. And then other people were chiming in and said, "Okay, I did." Then there were people on Reddit who will do some deep dives into this stuff and really really pull back some layers on this thing. And some people did. And basically, Bungie got caught. Is what they aren't saying that they did. Every response and action that they have taken since shows that they did.
Politician's answer?
Yeah, really. The answer was something to the... Well, there's loads. I have loads of stories about this. Starting somewhere. There it is.
Feels like basically the CYA style of answer. You know you're caught and you know you're in trouble.
Yeah. Here it is. Let's see what this was their response. We've seen community discussion around XP gain in Destiny. After reviewing our data, we agree that the system is not performing the way we'd like it to. Sure. Today, we'd like to describe what's going on under the hood and talk about what you can expect going forward when it comes to earning XP in Destiny 2. Currently, XP will scale up when playing longer or fixed-duration activities like Crucible competitive multiplayer matches and the Leviathan Raid. XP will scale down when playing activities that can be quickly, repeatedly chained like grinding public events. We're not happy with the results, and we've heard the same from the community. You politicians. Effective immediately, we are deactivating this system. As a result, players will see XP earn rates change for all activities across the board, but with all values being displayed consistently in the user interface. Over the course of the next week, we will be watching and reviewing XP game data to ensure that these changes meet our expectations as well as yours. Any additional updates to the system will be communicated to you via our official channels. So they got caught, basically. And I want to explain to everybody that XP in Destiny doesn't matter after level 20 for the most part. Every time you hit a level after level 20, which if you finish the story, regardless what level you are, if you're 15, if you're 17, if you're any level below 20, if you finish the story, you're already bumped up to level 20. They just go ahead and put you there. So the thing you earn every time you gain a level in Destiny after level 20 is called a bright engram. It's basically a loot box, and it has could have any number of different things in there. These are the only things within Destiny that you can actually spend real money on and pay for and get. And that's where the problem kind of comes into. Because they are pulling this back for you and kind of putting a throttle on you earning these, they want you to spend money on them so that you can get them. This is close, but not exactly what EA was doing. EA had pay to win. There's nothing involved in what Destiny offers in their stuff that you can buy that will give you an advantage over anybody else. Yeah. It is all cosmetics. All of it. All of it is cosmetic stuff. None of it is going to benefit you.
Yeah. I think they do have some armor, but it's at level 10. But you could easily just...
What, for bright engrams?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you get armor and stuff for that, but it's stuff you have to infuse to bring up to whatever you want.
Yeah, the armor's
but it doesn't...
The armor's at a value of 10, light level of like 10, but it's just ships, skimmers, and
yeah, but it still doesn't
colors.
give you... It doesn't... It's not... You're not getting an advantage over it. Whatever that armor...
and modifications.
Yeah, whatever the armor provides you is not giving you anything better than whatever's already out there that you can randomly get. So there's the part that I have no problem with because I don't care about the Eververse store. I don't care about the bright engrams where you can buy these things from. I know you care. That's why it's a case-by-case basis, I would say. But I can't put this in the same disaster as what EA went through because there is no pay-to-win here. Mm-hmm. Regardless of how anybody ever thinks about this, there is no pay-to-win in what Destiny was doing. However, they were still deceiving us. Mm-hmm. They were still telling us one thing while doing a completely different thing. Mm. That's really bad and should not be done.
Like I was saying earlier, this is like I was saying to the break. This is like not exactly anything new either, because there's been times when the grind is a lot harder than it used to be.
Yeah,
I've noticed that in general a lot of games. Like case in point, I said before, Street Fighter V. The way you earn fight money. If you've done everything, the only way you earn is through competitive play, and you get nothing for a loss. You get maybe 50 units of fight money for a win. But when you see that all the stuff in there is like 70,000 units of fight money to pick up, you know it might take you a little while to get there. I mean, you get there eventually, but it might take a little longer than you used to.
Yeah. No, but so. I can't have the same pitchfork ideal that a lot of other people have had over this thing. Yeah. But I can see where they have it. Mm-hmm. I can see why they're there, and I don't like it because again it's still a situation of
you've been lied to.
Yeah, you've still been deceived by them, and I mean companies probably do this all the time. They deceive you in whatever ways, but Bungie is such a company that at least puts a front on that we listen to our community and we talk to them and we want to be a part of their, listen to what they do. Anyway, there's a whole big kerfuffle over this thing. And they had originally been doing reveals of their new DLC, which launches on Tuesday. They were doing...
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The DLC hits on Tuesday. The first expansion hits Tuesday. So for the past 3 weeks, they have been doing streams where they're talking about new things. And so the third stream was supposed to happen last week, but they canceled it because of everything that's been going on. And they did a nice long blog post about, here's where we're at. Here's what's there's 2 updates coming. There's the December 5th update that's coming, and then there's one in December 12th, I think, which is the week following. Here's what's going to happen on December 5th, and they were very detailed about that. Here's all the things that's putting in place on December 5th. Here's all the things coming December 12th. Here's everything coming at the beginning of the year type of thing, stuff that we've got laid out ahead that we're trying to get in. So they talked a lot about that. There's people who are not happy with the in-game result. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of complaints on that one. So personally, I had nothing against. I never paid attention to that, man. I never, anytime it bumped up and said, "Hey, you've gained a level," I was like, "Oh, I didn't know I was that close." All right, fine, whatever.
You weren't going to buy any of those things anyway.
I'm
you
never
said it,
gonna.
Yeah, you said a long time ago you weren't going to buy anything.
I've
anyway,
never
so, yeah.
spent. They even gave me extra money in the first game whenever they launched that store, and I never spent that.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Yeah, they gave me 400 silver, I think, and I never spent it.
Didn't you buy it off of Steam?
Oh no. That was
test.
Oh yeah. I did that.
Just
I got the
to see.
refund, by the way.
Yeah.
No. The for whatever reason, the silver, the in-game currency that you could actually spend real world money on showed up in a Steam database, which is on PC. Which at the time, Destiny was not on PC whatsoever, and I was like, ooh. So I bought it just to see. Let's see what happens, and they refunded it to
Which
me.
they never explained that.
They never did, but doesn't matter now because, yeah. So, anyway, they are now, like I said, they're talking about the fact that they're going to be a lot more open with the community. I don't believe that. Again, it still feels like politician talk, is what it seems to me to be the case. So, I don't know. You're not necessarily disdain of the game, but your lack of interest in the game is completely warranted. Anybody who's not interested in the game, that's totally fine.
Kevin just started playing.
And so did Jeremy.
So, yeah, I'm going to try and, once they get on, I'm going to try and get up with a fire team with them and run them through.
PC or PS4?
PAC.
Okay.
PAC?
PC.
Oh, I thought you said PAC.
Maybe.
Yeah, he slipped a bit, but yeah, we got what you meant.
Thanks for pointing that out.
PSC? Yeah. No. Well, James and I
Yes.
got Kevin and Jeremy PC copies whenever it was $25 on Amazon the other day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
As a nice little Christmas gift to them.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were interested in playing it, but they, for whatever reason, they didn't want to spend the money on it. So it's like, hey, there you
we
go.
know the reason.
Boom. Get you in there. Get you playing. Do some stuff. So, but it's fine. For those who are not interested in it, that's fine. I have gotten to the point now where I'm just playing it to fill out the weekly things that they give you, and then I'm on, and then I'm off. I'll check our app to see if anybody's done the cooperative teammate stuff, to see if they've fulfilled some of those, to see if there's anything for me to pick up. And
I'm hoping with them on.
I don't think we have yet.
We could get a raid going, because James hadn't done the raid, I haven't done the raid. I know Kevin and Jeremy haven't done the raid.
I haven't.
That didn't do us
Or
much any
Nightfall.
good.
You've done the Nightfall, you just haven't done a prestige mode.
I've done the raid. I just didn't finish the raid.
I've
More
done
than
the
I've
raid.
done.
I've done and finished the raid,
I got to the last boss, but
and that was on PS4.
that was
I have not done it on I have not done it on PC yet.
PAC.
Yeah, I've not done it on PAC yet. So yeah, but that's kind of where they stood with that one. And again, like I said, the whole EA situation was much worse than this. In fact, the EA situation, actually, I had news on that, was where the Hawaii government was looking at outlawing loot boxes
For gambling?
Yeah.
Yeah, some countries have
Multiple.
said considered it as gambling.
Right. There's other
Yeah.
countries, yes, who have Belgian.
Yeah.
Said they'd
Belgium.
like loot boxes banned, but there's an investigation, and the state of Hawaii is looking at legislation to prohibit loot boxes and other predatory practices in online gaming. I'm totally for it. I'm totally for that.
But then how are people going to be storming Normandy and just waiting for loot boxes, just Grandpa told me about back in the war?
No, I don't mind loot boxes as a form of a reward for doing what you're doing, and for
But
completing
the way that they were
objectives or
handling
whatever. As long as you don't have to spend real money to obtain more loot boxes.
Yeah.
That whole situation with Battlefront 2, where a dude spent
Was
$80 on nothing but loot boxes and completely out-leveled himself, and could be just, rolling over everybody else in the matches,
Yeah.
was horrible. This shouldn't
That's
be
fine
the
as long
case.
as it don't affect the game.
And then,
I'm still okay with it as long as it's cosmetic.
yeah.
but it wasn't
Yeah,
cosmetic.
I'm
yeah,
still
yeah.
okay with it.
No, I am too. I'm okay with it as long as it's
If it's like the Ingram,
pay to win. Just to, pay to win. That's all.
Like emotes and stuff like that, that'd be fine. But and also when Battlefront 2 put the heroes under such high XP that you have to get just to unlock them.
Mm-hmm.
They handled that terribly.
What was that thing they said? It was like you have to spend like X amount of hours to unlock Luke or
It was
something.
up there. It was
Yeah.
up there.
It's like something like I keep thinking of the
40
40
years?
or 80 or something like that. Yeah.
But yeah,
It's
I don't
enjoyed the single
like that
player.
aspect.
You know, the campaign was fun.
I didn't like the aspect. I didn't like it when they put it in Shadow of War, even though still haven't played it.
Yeah.
But they added loot boxes into that, and then you could buy to do whatever. That isn't even on a multiplayer level.
Yeah, that's.
But I still hated it.
I feel like it's different if it's a single player game, like just solely a single player, because you're not playing against others.
I
So
don't think that'll matter if they ever put this into any kind of
I
legislation.
don't think it would.
I think it'll be a sense of if you buy something that is able to better you in a game against other people, and actually see what they're looking at. They're looking at predatory practices. Mm-hmm. So they're looking at the way that they shaped it when they were giving their speech about it, the state of Hawaii. We're talking about here is a Star Wars. This is a game wrapped up in Star Wars. And of course they were, saying that this is something promoted to our children, to kids who want to play this thing, and yet here are aspects where you can buy these things with the click of a button. You can buy, it's a lot like the way the whole app situation was.
Yeah.
In fact, they'll
And
probably
those were directly. I feel like they were directly marketed.
even
towards
worse
kids.
was on here.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we'll run into something like that where you'll have a number of different verification methods before something is purchased on your system. In fact, I don't think they'll outlaw it outright.
But even if they have different verification methods, it doesn't negate the fact that people can, pay to win. Just because I have to verify, who I am, I could still, be like that guy that spent $80 and roll over people. Yeah, I verified that I'm, an adult, but the end result's the same.
Yeah. I think Joshua's on the phone here and wants to talk about this. Hey, Josh.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Where are you calling from?
Montgomery. I'm
Okay.
on my way back to Wetumpka.
No, that's cool. Sometimes we get people from out of town, and so I just wanted to know where you were calling from, that's all. Did you have something to say on the loot box issue?
Oh, yeah. I've played MMOs since I was 12. And the thing about the lock boxes is everyone already knows they're lazy design.
Yeah.
Because I've seen numbers of games where it's worked, where without lock boxes, it's worked just fine. There's a company called Perfect World International, and they make an MMO where literally there are no loot boxes. And then compare their success, say, to Cryptic, who every game is lock boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is Warframe, what's Warframe have?
Warframe actually does not do lock boxes.
Okay.
Warframe does how do I put this? You can grind for things called prime parts, which is for making the prime Warframe. You can sell those prime parts to players for the in-game currency.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get more in-game currency?
Well, you either sell the prime parts or you buy it.
Okay.
What you used to be able to do is buy there is a currency you can buy with real money for Warframe.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I was like,
Yeah, the
where's the...
platinums.
Because Warframe's free to play, but there's got to be some hook in there for them to be making money somehow.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
Where is that?
Buying the platinums
That's
in the
platinum.
game store. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can trade platinum for some of the in-game loot, basically.
Right, and this is probably a case-by-case, a game-by-game basis,
is.
maybe the thing that I would have to look at to say, because I feel like I'm going to make a blanket statement here. I'm not against... I'm really not against loot boxes so much because it's my decision if I'm going to spend the money. I am against it being out there and being better if you spend the money. If for some reason you spend the money and you become... you out-leveled me or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Where you paid to be... I don't want to say to be better at the game, but you know what I'm saying? To kind of...
have advantages.
Yeah.
To get the advantage, yeah. If you paid to have the advantage, well, there's a thing there because you're free to spend the money the way you want to spend the money, because it's your money and whatever you're free to do that. And if you want to, and I feel like that's a waste, even though if you see the things that I bought, you would wonder why. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's Cryptic's MO. You know, Star Trek Online, Champions Online. I forget the other one. Oh yeah, they do like a Dungeons and Dragons, which has nothing really to do with Dungeons and Dragons. It irritates the D&D fans. But yeah, it's like everything is loot boxes. You can grind for some okay loot, but I mean, it's loot boxes at a certain point.
Yeah.
And it irritates people a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't bother me to have loot boxes in the game. It doesn't bother me to have things that you can buy with your own money. I just don't want it to give you an advantage over me if I don't buy that stuff.
Yeah, if it's cosmetic where, you know, you get this, you know, shiny blade or, you know, crazy outfit, all right, I don't care. But if it's a weapon with a stat or armor with stat, you know, that's a different.
Yeah, and Warframe does something really good now. They have something called the Tenogen. That's the only money-only thing you can get in the game. And that's player-created cosmetics. And they've been trying that out recently, and it's had a lot of success.
Now, if that's player-created cosmetics, does the money go to the player then?
Yes.
Huh.
All right, I don't know. Okay, that's something to think about then.
Yeah,
well,
so
if it's
you're
now...
good
Okay, let me back that up. You said player-created cosmetic, which means there is no advantage. It's just something a player created, and it's a cosmetic item, and then they get the money from it.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of some of the stuff that the market is practicing with right now.
You're right, yeah.
The MMO market is trying to get out of loot boxes with the exception of a few companies.
Well, EA, man. Oh.
Yeah, well, we weren't going to talk about. I mean, I wasn't going to bring up EA. Y'all were doing a good job of that already.
Well, you know, they're the ones who set they set the bar, I guess you could say, with how bad this can actually hit you, and.
Well, I mean, let's talk about what is that game? Second Life, something similar to it. I forget the name of it, but literally the only way to play the game is to invest money into it.
Was it Second Life?
Second Life, maybe. It's another one. It's in the same vein. I'm sure someone remembers what I'm talking about. But
I didn't know that was as much of a game as it just was a
social hangout?
just an online social hangout thing, and then you could buy cosmetics to outfit your home in the social hangout, whatever.
Yeah, I don't think it was Second Life. It was a different game. It's slipping my mind right now, but like the only thing you can do as a free player is go out and collect like sweat from animals and sell it for peanuts, and hopefully eventually be able to afford something. And it's hilarious. Someone is going to comment with what the name of that game is.
Yeah, somebody will know what we're talking about there. Well, Joshua, we appreciate you calling in, man.
Sure thing. Thanks.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
And if you would like to call in, you can. 334-272-9228. We're going to take a break again, and then when we come back, it's a new month, so we got free games from PlayStation 4 and for Xbox Gold members, PlayStation Plus members and Xbox Gold members. So new stuff there. And I don't know, what else? Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter now. The music I was going to use this week was going to be music from the nominations of the Game Awards that are happening, I believe it's this coming week. Is that when the Game Awards are? Let me look this up real quick. The Game Awards 2017. Yep, December the 7th. So that is Thursday, I think?
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday.
When is PlayStation Experience? Hang on, I'm looking this one up too. December 9th and 10th. Wow. Okay. It's going to be a pretty busy weekend then. Yeah, you've got the Game Awards on Thursday, and then you've got the PlayStation Experience thing going on Friday and Saturday. They do have a keynote that they stream.
On the website, it says the Game Awards is 7th and 8th.
I think they're on the 7th, and then...
it was Times End.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. But anyway. All right, so we'll be back with more in-game chat after this, going into music here from Assassin's Creed Origins. This is the fight theme. I have not played this game yet. Wow. That was me that time. That was me. I have not played this game yet, but I like the music that I'm hearing in it, so I'm looking forward to it. We'll be back with more in-game chat and more microphone bumping and all sorts of other things going wrong here in just a bit. And I'm sorry I'm under the weather, but yeah. So we'll be back.
How dare you.
And welcome back to In-Game Chat. That's music from Super Mario Odyssey.
See, I don't remember that level in Wolfenstein.
No. It's all chipper and happy. Yeah, I'm Scott, along with RJ, Matt, and Nate, who's joining us for this episode.
Hello.
It's a really good soundtrack for Super Mario Odyssey. So it is December, which means we get new games from PlayStation. If you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, you get free games. If you're a Xbox Gold member, you get the games with Gold. And what are our games with Gold for this month?
I don't know, Scott. What
I know, I'm looking them up. Warhammer End Times Vermintide is free for the entire month. Telltale's Back to the Future, the game. It will happen in the middle of the month. And that's not a good choice. This is that's before Telltale really hit their stride, man. They were still trying to find
the interface, the gameplay.
They were still trying to find it, and
say, have they found it really?
Not
I think they
that
did.
one.
I think they did with Walking Dead. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. But they've kind of
They did better with Batman.
I have not played Batman. I've only played 2 seasons of Walking Dead and 1 season of Wolf Among Us.
They did
And
better
I'm still
with Wolf
good
Among
with
Us.
those.
and I've only done Walking Dead.
Yeah, Wolf Among Us was really good. I enjoyed
They
it.
had all of that.
The
one.
Tales from the Borderlands was also good.
Haven't played that. Haven't played Game of Thrones. Haven't played their
Haven't
Minecraft. Haven't played their Batman.
They just make too many.
Haven't played their Guardians of the Galaxy.
I gotta watch both of those movies.
Yeah, I know you're behind on those. But I haven't done
got a lot of movies
Yeah,
to
there's a
watch.
lot of Telltale games I haven't played, and I don't.
So you're not the only one, man.
I know. It's not that I've got to, and it's not that anybody has to get out there and
You
do
have
it.
to.
It's just that I don't know that I have to. That's an investment. I learned after playing, I think, Walking Dead Season 2, I think. I learned that that's an investment that if it doesn't pay off, you really feel like, well, let me back that up. I played Season 2 as it released.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you complained about that.
Right, because that was an investment I put in over a period of months and was not happy with the payoff. Whereas if I had waited until it completely had released, it would have been an investment of a couple of hours of time and then not so bad, you know? So that's another reason I've settled on...
Wouldn't have cost as much either.
Yeah, that's another reason I've settled on never playing these things as they release. I wait for them to be finished, and then I play them.
Yep.
So, what else are we getting? We're getting Child of Eden, if you're a 360 guy, but that's also going to be that's compatible with Xbox One. And Marlowe Briggs and the Mask of Death, which I've never heard of. Those are your Xbox games with gold. Here's your PlayStation Plus games. Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition? Definitive.
Spell
Yeah.
it.
Oh, it's definitive. Yeah.
Okay.
Not definitive, definitive. Yeah. They're just being there, it's about you play as death. And so, yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
Kung Fu Panda, Showdown of Legendary Legends is also another game that you can play, that you can own for free through PlayStation Plus. Boy, they're just throwing in the crap this week. The last month of the year, they're just like, let's just throw this stuff in here. Telltale's Back to the Future game, sure. Marlo Briggs and the Mask of Death, whatever. Kung Fu Panda, let's throw that one in there.
It's like the scraps.
Oh, God.
Sure.
I'm going to say that Darksiders 2 probably isn't that bad, but
I haven't played it, so
Yeah.
I'll take it.
It's just dated. That's all.
Yeah.
what else do we get? On PlayStation 3, PS Plus subscribers get free access to the Siberia collection. That's not bad. That's probably Siberia 1 and 2, and not the recently released 3. And then X-Blaze Lost Memories, a visual novel based on Arc Systems Works' Blaze Blue series.
Ah, yes.
Don't
Never
know
heard
anything
of
about it.
Never heard of it.
So,
Not just story based on the fighting game.
right.
But I got the game itself, the fighting game itself, so no. No desire to get that.
Vita owners will get access to Metroidvania-style adventure Forma 8, which is cross-buy compatible with PS4, and top-down action game Wanted Corp. So, there you go. PlayStation Plus will also be able to download Until Dawn Rush of Blood for PlayStation VR. That's a complete VR game for free. Yeah. Yeah.
This is slightly off topic, but today, this is a U.S. deal.
Oh.
If anyone's not
we got
in
a
the
deal
US.
going on?
But it was it ends today, but you get 15% off any gift cards at your local Dollar General. So if you wanted to get a Steam card, Nintendo eShop, PSN,
I really want to get
off.
some eShop cards because I'd like to pick up Stardew Valley.
I want Rayman. I never played Rayman. I kept wanting to buy it on PS4. Kept wanting to buy it.
I'd like a Stardew Valley and
How much is Stardew?
$20.
Never played it, but I'd be
Worth it. I love it.
I just don't know if I'd like it.
It's tough.
I don't
man.
know, but I love it.
I just don't know.
I've got it on PC, and I didn't really put the commitment into it.
Is it just a simulator? Like, are you just
Matt's played it.
trying to survive? Like, what?
No. It's more like what's that series? Harvest Moon.
Never played it.
You're
Is that a farming sim or something?
yeah, but it's not a sim.
Is it Animal Crossing?
Not quite Animal.
I like the Animal Crossing.
I was going to say, you play Animal Crossing, right?
I played it. Yeah.
Okay.
I liked
do
it.
you socialize in Animal Crossing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you?
You got to talk to your neighbors
do you
and
plant
go to
stuff?
the sound. Yeah.
Okay. Then
So I mean, it's okay. So I mean, it's a simulator, though.
I get, yeah,
In
but
a
I mean,
way.
when I think of simulator, I think more like like beefy.
Farming simulator.
Well, yeah,
Euro Truck Simulator?
yeah, like an actual sim.
Flight Simulator?
Yeah, like an actual simulation.
Sim City?
I've never really
The
played this.
Sims?
That's not even. That's not a simulator. That's just a.
Yeah.
They're
Anyway.
called The Sims.
You're a sim-
Anyway, what makes Stardew Valley stand out?
I love
It's
RJ.
just-
It's like, let's get back on the road.
No, it's just I love just the cuteness, the music, I don't know. It's just a lot of fun to me. It was a good just.
Can you be
stress
evil in
relief-
it?
Not really.
Okay.
No, not really.
I was just curious. I just know how you are.
Evil?
The Empire did nothing wrong.
They didn't. But no, I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know. It's just a good way to just relax. You could plant some stuff. You could spruce up your farm, talk to the people, go fishing. Yeah, it's just fun.
Man, going fishing. Can't wait till Far Cry 5. Just so I can go fishing.
With a gunboat?
No! I told you, I went to, it wasn't E3, it was PAX. I went to
Oh,
PAX.
yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, here's Far Cry 5, and once you got on the initial,
Training,
shoot thing, and it's
whatever.
like, hey, now you can go around and explore. I came up to a whatever, creek, river, something over there, And there was some poles, and I grabbed one, and you could throw it out and fish. And they had a contest going for whoever could bring in either the heaviest fish or the lightest fish. You'd win some kind of free whatever. And so I spent the rest of my demo time there just casting and fishing.
I posted a video.
Of the fishing and, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking like Far Cry where you fish with dynamite.
I saw the Steelbook for Far Cry.
Oh, how's it look?
No. I didn't see the Steelbook. It is a, you know how Mondo, I love my Mondos. Mm-hmm. Mondo's doing a Steelbook for Far Cry 5. Yeah. Yeah.
Did I ever show you my poster that I got framed?
No.
My Vader.
You may have.
My Vader. My
it was
Mondo.
your Mondo Vader poster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, that looks like fun.
Yeah, that's efficient. I loved it, man.
It looks like a
look
fly.
at
It looks like a fly fish.
Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the one I pulled back, though, he picked up like this.
Was a little runt.
Oh, it was a tiny little thing just going. It
was the bait.
0.3 pounds. It's horrible.
Was that a winner?
Oh, no. There was somebody who had like even less than
Half an
that.
ounce.
Yeah, it was like really small. So, yeah. Let's go to the phones and talk to Brock. Hey, Brock.
Hey there, guys. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going with you, man?
Not bad.
Brock could answer my Stardew Valley.
Yeah, he could tell you how.
That's why I heard you trying to explain Stardew Valley.
I mean, like, yeah, how do you explain it?
Please
it's
explain.
Fun. It's fun. That's what you need to know. It's fun.
It's fun. There you go. That's it.
Okay, bought. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got both versions,
Good
don't you?
talk.
You've got one for the Switch and for PC?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've just been still. That's probably been what I've been playing the most for the past month or so. Like probably since I last called you guys.
How do you like the Switch version?
I love it. Absolutely love it. Like, and I think they just patched it too. So there's been a few times where it's crashed on me, and there's some weird little things it would do with sound if you played it for too long. But I think they just patched it a day or two ago, and it's been running pretty fine since then. So.
Well,
but,
what else? You got the golf story on there too, right?
Yep, golf story. That's fantastic.
Do you play golf?
No,
Nate,
I do
In
not.
real life?
Yeah, I'm asking Nate if he plays golf. Do you
In real
play
life?
golf? Yeah,
I have.
in real life. Yes, in real life.
Well, I don't know if you make the game.
Well, because there's another. It's a Switch. By the way, Brock, Nate over Black Friday got himself a Switch,
Ah, lovely.
which is why we're on this subject.
See,
By the way,
that's why...
Stardew is 15.
Huh?
It's 15.
Oh.
Oh, it's
Okay.
15. Nice.
Brock, explain Stardew Valley. Because he never
So
got a chance to
Stardew
explain.
Valley, I mean, it is a farming simulator at its core, sort of like a Harvest Moon type of game where you're, you start off with just this little broken down, weed infested field, and you have to, sort of clean it all up and then start to plant some things, sell it, get more money, then sort of build. But I mean, I've never really had the Harvest Moon games connect with me that much,
Mm-hmm.
and this thing has just consumed my time. So it's you can fish, you can mine, you can go basically dungeon crawling through the mines and kill monsters as you go. There's the whole social side of things where you're giving people gifts and things like that, and then you're also doing.
You can marry
collections.
someone.
You can, yeah. I've barely touched the social stuff, and I've probably put like 100 and some odd hours into the game across the two platforms. So, like that whole side of things, I've barely even touched so far. And I know people who have like just wanted to you go get married, you have kids, whatever you're going to do, sort of thing. So, yeah, it's a really deep game, but it's really user friendly too. I think that's probably why I like it a little more than the Harvest Moon games. I think it's simplified even more probably than they are, and it's just very easy to play. You can kind of pick up and put down, especially on the Switch. It's great for just you can just sort of pause it, walk away, come back, keep working on your thing, milk some cows, whatever you're going to do. I mean, it's hard to sort of explain why it's so addictive, but
it is.
It gets its hooks into you, and it's fantastic. And
Yeah.
the music is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
When does it get its hooks into you?
For me, once I started doing the community center stuff, because there's an old broken down community center in the middle of town. And
Right, and I went there and some strange things happened.
Yeah, some strange things will happen. And sort of once those strange things happen, you start to collect things. So it gives you sort of almost little missions, I'd say, as far as like you're trying to find this thing. You need to get 8 apples and 6 pears or whatever you're doing. And sort of it gives you a reason to want to go and plant the various things or to look for certain items and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then as you sort of gradually unlock those, then you get a little present once you sort of finish a particular bundle. And if you get all the bundles for a certain area, it'll open up a new area of the game that you didn't probably even know existed. Like the bus will all of a sudden start working and you can go to another place.
Okay.
Or things like that. So it's this gradual sort of drip feed of systems and things to do, and I think that's why it works so well, because it doesn't give you everything at once, but it sort of gradually kind of introduces to things like that. But I found once I understood about the community center stuff, once that stuff unlocked and I started working on filling those bundles up and getting things for those things, that's when it got the hooks into me the first time. And so when I started playing on the Switch, I was really like, okay, I want to do those community center things. So,
did you remember Terraria?
Yep.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of that as well when it comes to the building and the crafting. Because you could craft to get a better house, or you could build and get the weapons and
Yeah, you can collect all the stuff if you want, or you can just keep building. If you find you can buy stuff, or you can build it yourself and sell it, and then even just the layouts. I know the nice thing about this version and the PC version, since I had originally started playing it, is that it gives you a bunch of options for how the even just the start of the game, and like you can be in like a sort of a mountainous farm, or like the original farm that you get at the beginning of the game.
More lakes or water
more
area.
Yeah. So I've stuck with the plain vanilla one for this go round until I sort of unlock as much as I can, and I might go back and try one of the other. But gives you some options.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if that sounds appealing to you.
Hey, I've been watching video the whole time you were talking.
Yeah, and then there's one called Golf Story, Axiom Verge. Have you played that? Have you played Axiom Verge?
Yep. I got that on the PC.
Again, sorry, I was looking at Nate when I said this. Nate, have you? I know, I gotta say that. Nate, have you played Axiom Verge yet?
I have not. No.
I would say, maybe if you find yourself spending a lot of time playing the Switch, I would say get that on the Switch. The portability of the Switch is really nice to have. So I would say pick that up on the Switch, because that's a fun game too.
Moon Hunters.
Huh?
Moon Hunters, that game I gave you on Steam.
Yeah, I need to play that too.
Yeah, but that's really fun. I've got that. I don't have that on Steam, but I got the Switch version of that.
Hey, speaking of Moon stuff, did you see where To the Moon's getting a sequel?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yep, I've been waiting for that for a while.
Thought about you when I saw that.
Now, the Switch, can you upgrade
the trailer for that's fantastic too.
Well, I haven't watched it yet because I haven't finished To the Moon. So
well, it's fine if you can watch it without it, because it basically spoofs on it, like makes it look like it's an action movie.
Oh, okay.
To the Moon. So.
I see what you're saying. Go ahead, Matt. What were you asking?
Can you upgrade the Switch's memory, like the hard drive space?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got to just buy another memory card.
Okay.
You just buy an SD card.
It's like it's like your 3DS.
Okay, so is it the micro SD?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking for one of those yesterday, actually, because I need more space.
Like a 120 gig or something.
Canada doesn't get Black Friday sales, do they?
Yeah, we've been getting them more over the last while. Except now they just return to like a week of savings, and they're not amazing, but there's some good deals. But I haven't seen any good ones on memory cards.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, that's what you can do with the Switch whenever you do that. So
I've been looking at Skyrim as well on the Switch.
Really?
Just because it's portable Skyrim, and from everything I've seen, it's like it looks fine, and to be able to just kind of play that on the go, I own the thing. I own all the expansions, everything on the PC, but it'd be fun to kind of just be able to have it.
That's the thing where, like, when they gave me the free special edition for Skyrim, I didn't even want to go back and play that. Mm-hmm. I'm like, thanks. I'm not gonna do much with this.
You know what the number one best-selling product was on Black Friday?
Switch.
The Switch.
Really?
It wasn't even on sale. But it was the number one selling item for Black Friday.
But it's available.
And I just think a lot of people were waiting to see if it was going to go on sale or not.
Or
Yeah.
waiting to see if it's going to do anything. Because, like, well, how many people didn't buy the Wii U? They're waiting to see, all right, is this going to be a successful platform? And if, like, enough people are like, all right, there are going to be some good games for it.
I think enough people
There are
wanted
gonna
it
be-
for Zelda, and I think that was a situation where people said, with Zelda, with Splatoon,
Mario.
with ARMS, with Mario Kart, even before you get to Mario Odyssey, I think it was on people's Christmas lists
But like
already.
before it came out, we were all talking about like, all right, what 2 games really that we care about, and so I'm glad to see that there is more than just those.
Well,
2.
for me, my 2 games were Zelda and Mario Kart.
Yeah.
No, Zelda and Mario Kart. I was interested in both of those. Mario was down the line because I was like, okay, and it'll be Mario. So really, there were 3. But then Mario and Rabbids came out of nowhere, and I loved
Yeah,
that.
that's a good game.
And I'm really interested to see what they do with the Pokemon.
Yeah.
series.
Oh, I picked up Bomberman, Super Bomberman R.
I like
Was that any
Bomberman.
good? I've actually heard decent things.
I haven't played it. From what I understand, when this thing released, it was way too much money, and it was also
broken.
Yeah, it was broken. And Konami, of all people, really, really put in the effort on this thing to not only just fix it, but continuously update it and
Yeah.
give you free skins from other games that they do.
I do like Bomberman a lot.
Yeah, they put. From what I understand, it's become so much better than what it was at release.
Okay.
We'll have to give it a try and talk about it because I really
yeah.
it's one of those ones. Yeah, I've heard it. It was one of those ones that was kind of like, this is one of the worst games on the system, and it turned around to be one of the best ones.
Yeah, exactly.
And one of my friends told me it's still not worth 60, but if you can get it below 40, it's
Yeah.
totally worth.
I got it for 25
40 or less.
Yeah, I got it for 25 or
Yeah,
30.
I paid that for it.
Yeah.
But not 60.
So,
Which I don't even think is 60. I think it's 50 now is the default.
yeah.
Hey, Brock, what controllers? Do you just go with the regular Joy-Con, or do you have like the Action Pro?
Oh no, I've got the Pro. So I mean, depending
Yeah.
on what I'm doing though, but stuff like Stardew, and even I played a lot of Mario Odyssey in handheld mode. So
I can't. I'm playing Odyssey with the Joy-Cons split.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm doing
when I
a
had it
lot
on
of
the
that.
TV, I used when I had it docked, I would use my Pro controller. But I was playing. I was actually running tech for a concert one day, and I had I just had it set up on the desk next to me, and I would, in between things I had to do, I would just, unpause it, and I had the split controllers, and just would play it like that. So, I mean, I played it in both ways. It both felt really good. So,
There was just too many motion controls tied to what you could do with the hat in Odyssey that I said, you know what, let me try and play it the way that they want me to play it.
I don't think I played it with using any motion controls.
Yeah. Well, it's honestly, it doesn't feel like a waggle situation, man.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
quick flick of the wrist, man, and he throws, and then, yeah, so it's, I don't
I
actually
started
mind.
that way. I may have done it like that, but I started with the Pro controller, and so
Yeah.
I kind of got used to just.
Oh, no, I'm Pro Controller all the way for almost everything else. Mario Kart, Pro Controller, Zelda, Pro Controller. I would not do it for any other thing.
Doom.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I would never. It feels weird to have those things split, except for in Mario because I've gotten used to how that works now, and the controls are so simple for that. Even though there's a lot of complicated, like the amount of different jumps you can do, where I just
Well, it's basically a 2-button.
yeah,
controls.
pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And
what
you haven't played much of Assassin's Creed yet, the new one?
I haven't. Matt is into it. I don't know how far he's in, but I haven't.
Level 29.
Okay, yeah, you're further than I am then.
Yeah,
I've just
I've,
sort of left Alexandria, got to the Hippodrome, so.
Okay, yeah. Well, I've been leveling up. I just did the Hippodrome stuff. That's the... Oh, no. You know what?
What are you playing on, Brock?
PS4.
Okay.
I did the intro to the Hippodrome. I am not interested in that chariot racing.
Yeah, I'm not. I like what they're trying to do with it, but I do not like the way it's played.
No.
I really hope there's not a lot of actual.
There seems to be like
Story mission.
another side mission that you could do with the chariot race, and I'm like, I'm just ignoring this, and I'm going to continue on.
I like some of the story stuff around the Hippodrome that I bumped into, but I don't
Yes.
actually have to race to proceed in a story part for it.
And like, I don't know how you are upgrading your character, but like, if you notice, like one of them is where you could actually unlock the chariots for, to get from the stables. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't like the way they handle, and I don't think that you could. Because I did attack some guys in chariots just out in the world,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got onto their chariot and I'm riding it around, and I'm like, I can't attack, when I'm on the chariot. So, ugh.
Yeah. It felt that my problem with that. I just felt if the camera was pulled out just a tiny bit more on chariot races, it would feel a lot better. But it's too close in.
Yeah.
So being kind of first person, and it just doesn't feel like I have no idea what's going on around me. It's just sort of chaotic. So yeah.
Yeah.
Burnout on horses, but it's not. So
I like the loot, the gear that I'm getting. I've got some really good stuff. I've picked up the bounty hunters or whatever, the guys that come after you.
Oh yeah.
I got one, the level 25 guy, and he gives you a bow that does flame arrows.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
And I'm like, I love this because I'm just like flaming the pots, and like catching people on fire. I'm having a great time. I wish the flames were more like Far Cry, where they would spread a little bit more. Because like you'll be in a field with a haystack and you'll catch the haystack on fire, but it won't actually spread to the field.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if it actually spread like it did in Far Cry, that would be the one thing I'd say would make it just even that much better.
That would be awesome.
Well, Brock, we appreciate you calling in, man.
Well, thanks a lot.
It's always good hearing from you.
Have a lovely rest of the day.
All right, man.
You
What are you currently like in the middle of playing?
It's basically I'm bouncing between Assassin's Creed, Stardew Valley, and then just random stuff on my Steam account, like just sort of picking away at whatever sort of catches.
Oh, I got a review code, and I haven't started playing it yet, but it's called 7 the Days Long Gone or something. What was it called? Hang on.
While he's looking that up, hey Brock, I don't know if you have me on PS4 friends or not, but if not,
I'll have to check.
Add me.
I will have a look.
Awesome.
7 the Days Long Gone is what it's called.
What's that like?
I don't know. I got a review code for it. I have not played it. It's
Never heard of it.
Here's the PR. Takes 3D isometric RPGs to new gameplay heights, refining exploration in the 3D isometric RPG genre with first ever climbing system. 7 the Days Long Gone is now available on Steam. Developed by Fool's Theory and made up of ex-Witcher developers.
Huh.
A thief-inspired 3D isometric RPG in which players must escape the inescapable prison island of Peh. Seriously, it's spelled like meh, but put a P where the M is.
Heh.
Peh.
Heh.
And you're checking all my boxes there.
In the post-apocalyptic open world of the Vetral Empire.
Huh. Well, that sounds pretty nifty.
It first appears as if it's a traditional isometric RPG with a compelling storyline and ecosystem that reacts to you and your actions, but our main goal was to really bring something new to this genre and redefine how people experience this type of game. Has a unique climbing system that allows for greater exploration by free traversing obstacles of any height, vertically and horizontally. This mechanic further opened up the world for us developers so that we could be more imaginative in our mission and side quest creation process. Main features: 3D isometric RPG, rich interwoven storyline, combat. Multiple styles allow for players to be creative in how they tackle obstacles. Hero progression system based purely on skill and equipment. Progression unlocks new upgradable skills. NPCs are responsive to actions. Open world, brand new climbing, stunning environments. Play your way. Stealth or brute force, freedom of choice. There is a trailer. I wonder if I can link that trailer.
Man, I got to check that out.
I can link that trailer. Here we go. I'll put that into our. I'm going to put that into our chat room here, so you guys can check out the trailer. There you go. All right. Thanks, Brock.
Hey, no problem, man. Have a good one.
Yeah. Take care. We'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye bye. All right. We got to take a break. When we come back, we will have more of in-game chat. Here is music from AC Origins, not Oranges. AC Oranges.
Do you play that on the PAC?
Hey, whatever. They've got a Mario Brothers cereal coming out again. Super Mario Odyssey cereal, whatever it is. It has the box has amiibo functionality.
I'm probably just going to buy it just for that.
I know, right? I wouldn't spend the dime on the Pop-Tarts for Destiny XP, but I'll get some Super Mario Brothers cereal.
I wonder if you could just take your Switch to the grocery store and just like hold it up to the different boxes and get the amiibos from those.
Maybe. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Anyway,
that guy.
Here's music from AC Origins. This is main theme. We'll be back with more of in-game chat right after this. And welcome back to In-Game Chat. Music here from Super Mario Brothers Odyssey. It is, it's the Super Mario Brothers theme from the New Donk City Band. And yes. There we go. I need to turn the camera back on. I forget sometimes. So.
I was going to keep on dancing.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So, anyway, welcome back to the show. I'm Scott, along with RJ, Nate, and Matt.
Heyo.
In the room with us. What else do we have in the news? There's plenty. Gazillion shut down their Marvel Heroes. Actually, Marvel Heroes developer Gazillion laid off everybody right before Thanksgiving.
Yikes.
Beautiful timing.
Yeah, wonderful timing.
Jeez.
Happy holidays. Here's your pink slip.
Yeah.
Speaking of closing, did you see who else would close or announced closing yesterday? VidMe or vid.me.
I don't know who that
They're
was.
Really?
competing against YouTube.
Yeah.
Really? They competed against you? Well, I'm not surprised by that.
Competed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No surprise there.
You never heard of them?
I have.
VidMe.
It sounds familiar, but I
have heard of them.
Yeah, I've heard of
Or
them.
it's vid.me, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Valkyria Chronicles 4 was announced
Yeah.
just before Thanksgiving.
Super happy.
Lucasfilm put out a statement again about the Battlefront 2 loot crate situation. This again, most of this was before
Went on
Thanksgiving.
break.
Yeah, Star Wars has always been about the fans, and whether it's Battlefront or any other Star Wars experience, they come first. That's why we support EA's decision to temporarily remove in-game payments to address fans' concern. But was it EA's decision? Last week, VentureBeat reported a late-night call from Disney to EA, supposedly from
That's exactly what it was.
Disney CEO to EA boss in the hours before microtransactions were.
Yeah,
the
we got a
Washington
movie coming out
Post-
soon, so y'all need to fix this.
Yeah, the Washington
Yeah.
Post has more on that too, placing the call as coming from Disney exec, albeit on behalf of Disney top brass. On Thursday, chairman of Disney's Consumer Products and Interactive Media Division made a call to EA hours before the decision was made to pull in-game purchases. The Wall Street Journal reported that the call was to express Disney executives' unhappiness at how the outrage reflected on their marquee property.
Yeah, you don't want to get the mouse mad at you.
Well, you never should have went with EA on your business practices then. You should. Well, honestly, you shouldn't have made it an exclusive to EA. You just should have said, if anybody wants to do it, just show us what you got and we'll go.
We're also looking at you, NFL.
Well, I mean, they shouldn't have made it exclusive to one company. You completely limit yourself in that way.
Yeah.
And when Madden 06 came out, it showed how bad of an idea that was. That was
Yeah.
a buggy mess that one was.
And it hasn't changed.
Yeah. And what motivation do they have to get better? There's no other competition, so why?
We talked about the To the Moon sequel getting released. Bloodborne. Players found a missing monster in the game, like 3 years after the release. The Flaming Undead Giant.
How would you miss that?
I don't know.
And to get somewhere, apparently.
He was first cited during an onstage demonstration by Bloodborne director at the PlayStation Experience back in 2014. It appeared within one of the game's randomly generated Chalice dungeons. However, when it was finally released in 2015, it was nowhere to be found, and many assumed the creature had been cut. However, 3 years later, after countless trips into countless Chalice dungeons, the Flaming Undead Giant has finally been spotted.
I mean, it's not
Yeah, I
like
never
it's
did that
subtle.
one.
It's a giant, and it's flaming.
Yeah, I never did that, though, but the chalice is like the dungeon. Keep going further. You want to go further, you want to go further, keep going further, keep going deeper. I never got to that part, but yeah, apparently there's a lot of loot, I guess, or XP you can get from doing that, but I just never got into it.
Yeah.
So I can see that happening.
Raises the question, what other undiscovered secrets do the Chalice dungeons still hold after all this time? As somebody puts it, this will have a significant impact on the community's perception on what could still possibly be hidden in the depths of the tombs beneath Yharnam.
Yeah, Yarnum.
Yep.
You got it.
So light your torch and keep hunting.
Is that where Yarny lives?
Yeah, Yarny lives in Yharnam. Poor guy. I hear it's pretty bad down there.
He ain't
he
gonna,
listen
he
to-
ain't gonna make it.
I heard housing values have dropped.
Let's see. Then there's a ton. I had a ton of Destiny stuff here. Just so much of how that whole thing kind of how all those dominoes just fell and how it just got worse and worse.
Just more to add to the negativity, man. It's just a bunch
I want to reiterate
bunch of missteps.
all the people who maybe missed out on Hitman the first time and thinking about it again with this new content, with the elusive targets being reactivated. They have like a Game of the Year edition with like another mission in it and everything. If you haven't played that, I highly suggest it.
They ever brought out the celebrity targets? They have those?
I'm assuming they will, because it was Gary Busey and Gary Cole. But it seems to be going in order that they were originally released. So they've only done the first two. So that will be later on. It should be actually pretty soon because it's in Sapienza. But still, I can't stress enough on how much fun that game is and how much I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, if anyone's sort of been on the fence or not sure, now that they're redoing the elusive targets, now would be a great time to get it and play it.
I saw something else updated. I saw Let It Die was updated again.
Oh, really?
On PS4, but I couldn't. First of all, it's a huge game, and it still had that pay for extra lives to continue where you're going. Because if you get killed in that thing, you have to start over from the beginning, and that's a grind there.
I tried that with the Far Cry Primal. They have the survival extreme whatever mode with permadeath, and I'm like, oh, all right, I've gotten pretty far in this game. Let me try it. Maybe see about that. And when I did that, it erased all the progress I had made up to that point. So I was like, okay. Yeah. And then I died instantly, and I'm like, all right, let me just uninstall this game real quick. Yeah. So I'm done with.
Has anybody done that right? The permadeath type game.
What do you mean, like any game?
Yeah. Is there a popular enough game that involves permadeath?
I start all over from scratch. I did it in Diablo 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to do it in Steel Battalion, but I didn't.
Doom has it.
Doom has a permadeath.
Oh yeah, it does, because they've updated it since I played it with new gameplay and
it's update 6.66.
All right. I need to check that out.
I think the price of Steel Battalion is what killed that aspect of it.
I really wish they would have done it on the 360, so that way, because the problem with it being on the original Xbox was the controller was that proprietary controller port, whereas if it was on a 360, it'd be USB. Then I could have ported that over to my PC and had that nice controller on my PC. So that way, when they do MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries or whatever, if they ever come out with that, I could actually have this nice mech controlling stick,
like a virtual on, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking here at some articles that were just published today. This is coming from Polygon. They took the games that were given out on PlayStation Plus and the games that were given out on Xbox Gold, and totaled them up here. PlayStation Plus gave out $1,287 worth of free games in this past year.
Wow.
Xbox gave out $1,029 worth of free games, which ain't too bad considering that PlayStation Plus was given 2 for every platform they had, PS3, PS4, and Vita, and Xbox were only giving out 2 for 360 and Xbox One.
Yeah.
So 6 games compared to 4, and you got a $200 difference. Oh, wow, it goes over the whole thing. Oh, okay. January for Xbox was Killer Instinct, World of Van Helsing, Rayman Origins, and The Cave. And then it goes through... he goes through and lists the entire year of everything we got.
Good for him.
Let's see. What does feed the bulldog, however, are 4 months in which the average Metacritic score is over 80. Games with Gold had the better year by far than PlayStation Plus.
I agree with that.
Its average score is almost 6 whole numbers better. And if you just compare PlayStation 3 and PS4 to Xbox 360 and Xbox One, the disparity is even larger. But Games with Gold also got started 3 years later, as evidenced by the fact 9 of these games have already been on PlayStation Plus. Still, Microsoft is leveraging backwards compatibility in ways PlayStation cannot to continually deliver big-name games that make the user feel like they're getting something of value. And Xbox One-only games are dramatically better this year over last in terms of Metacritic score, 78.5 to 70.6, from worst to first among all platforms. Closing out the year with 2 who cares months especially if they're going back to Killer Instinct. Well, to open 2018 is not a good sign, though. So, yeah, they do a nice breakdown here of this whole thing. I'm going to post this in the chat room.
All right.
So people can take a look at this before we get out of here. That's a nice. I didn't expect him to do the big breakdown on that one. Let me go down to the wrap up on the PlayStation Plus side of things and see what he has to say about that. There's no way to polish this turd.
All right.
PlayStation Plus started trending into the unknown last year as it scrounged together indies to support the PS Vita, which Sony itself is no longer making games for. While it's nice to be exposed to new or overlooked things, that has to be supported with broad value in the rest of the offerings. There's little here. Further, the Vita isn't the real problem this year. It's the PlayStation 3, with an abysmal 66.1 Metacritic average that speaks to a PlayStation Plus program near the end of its rope with that console. I'm not sure that backward compatibility from the PS3 to PS4 would help much, given Sony's choice not to rehost games on PlayStation Plus that have gone on the service before. I suppose that's admirable and that PlayStation Plus is constantly churning up stuff we haven't gotten for free, but either PlayStation 3 owners get another bite at the apple on some good games from a few years back, or Sony needs to start thinking about some kind of limited access to PlayStation Now instead of this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a much shorter description there for the wrap up on PS. Yeah, not happy with the PS Plus offerings this year, according to them.
This past month is, you know.
Well, we just talked about that.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda.
Who cares?
And I can't even remember what the PlayStation 3, but Xbox wasn't that much better.
Yeah. Just throwing out their end of the year junk.
So yeah, Telltale's Back to the Future.
Yeah.
No.
If you're gonna give me a Telltale game, that's not the one I want.
Yeah, that's true. Throw me in Borderlands. Well, I think they've done Borderlands actually.
Yeah.
Give me
Game of Thrones?
Guardians is too new. Game of Thrones wouldn't be bad.
You know, I've been thinking about just not redoing my PlayStation Plus subscription, but I do have some of the games that have been downloaded that like I wouldn't have access to. So
Right.
Some of those were on sale. Like
I got one.
Yeah,
$40.
PlayStation Plus and stuff like that. Some of those were on sale for the Black Friday deals.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I got stuck on that one anyway. I mean, Xbox Live I haven't renewed in, I think, a couple years since I've renewed that thing.
This is off topic slightly, but I knew the Switch was getting theirs or the Nintendo service, but I didn't realize it was $20 a year.
what?
Nintendo's service you got to pay for eventually.
Well, they haven't initiated it yet, and I don't know when they're going to.
I think it said summer of 18.
Yeah, who knows?
Any details what you get with it?
No.
But you
No?
do get a
Okay.
free game.
You will get free games, but we still don't. They haven't even announced how the whole virtual console situation is going to work or anything like that. So we don't know. We really don't know yet on how the whole online situation is going to work. So I need to get your Nintendo ID and all that other stuff and get you on my little friends list from a Switch. So, all right, I guess that's going to wrap things up here. We pretty much as I put in there about Destiny, it was easy to sum up that they lied to the consumers and the consumers weren't happy.
Shame.
Yeah. So much. It's shame, but are you surprised?
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Ain't nobody surprised.
Especially with Activision involved.
I think they're just surprised I got busted.
That's the thing, man. You got
If they wouldn't gotten caught, they would have not said
like
anything.
EA didn't get caught. I mean, it was out there.
Yeah.
They just got enough of a backlash on it, and they got enough of a horrible PR response to it.
See, I
And
wonder.
a call from Disney.
Yeah, that it turned on them.
I wonder if
this
for,
was
like,
hidden.
For EA, like, what part in the development of the game did, the guy, like, I have an idea. And then, like, everyone else, like, oh, that's a good idea. Let's implement that.
What, the loot box thing?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was probably in it from the beginning. That was probably like, hey guys, before you work on Battlefront 2, find a way to make more money out of this.
But as someone brought up a good point of what is EA going to be doing, like how much does that change, like their next Battlefield and such, if they had any of that?
I honestly don't think it'll change anything, but maybe here it is, unsullied
Upfront.
for the first 3 months, because I keep reading about this temporary shut-off thing of the loot boxes. Once Last Jedi's released, once that whole thing hits its high point and comes down, I'm sure EA will be slipping it back in there ever so slightly or all at once when nobody cares. and it'll be back to normal as usual, I guess. I really don't know, but I have no doubt in them screwing it up again. You know, I have no doubt in that because that's revenue for them, and people will pay it. Yes, people will pay it. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us on the chat room. Thanks everybody for listening on the stream and on the radio. Thanks everybody who gets our show each week from iTunes or, well, however you do it for later use. We do appreciate it. Go to ingamechat.net. Join us on Twitter, Facebook, our forums. At Colony of Gamers, find our Discord. I don't know how to do that, but find our Discord.
I'll get the link and I'll tweet it out.
Okay.
Facebook it.
Yeah, do something like that. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You're watching us on Twitch. Subscribe to that as well. If you're on Steam, join our Steam group. If you're on PlayStation, we got a community there. If you're on Xbox, we got a community there. We're all over the place where you can, play games with us and talk to us and that sort of stuff. So thanks, everybody. Hope you guys have a fantastic week. I hope that I'll be back to 100% for next week. Have a good one, and we'll see you next Saturday. I leave you here with music from Assassin's Creed Origins. This was simply titled Ezio. I don't have any idea. It did not say that this was spoiler. This could just be a nice little musical tribute to Ezio in it. I have no idea, but that's what it's called. We'll see you next week.
He makes a cameo.
Don't spoil anything.
I'm kidding. He can't.
Okay.
It's set hundreds of years before Ezio.
I'm just saying, don't spoil anything.
I don't.
So
they don't have the greatest continuity.
No, they don't. I really, why am I worried about spoilers? See you next week.